Greetings, ladies and lords. We are back again for Chakras with Love, Part 5. Today we're going to focus on the throat chakra. We worked with the solar plexus last time in Part 4. Solar plexus and throat mirror each other. And so I think I'm going to give you a little verse in the middle of our meditation and that reflects this. So when you're in a meditation, I'll read you a short verse or poem by Suzanne Winterton, and that will, I hope, deepen your meditation, deepen your practice, maybe help make some connections. It's only just a few lines, but I'll use a word there called owned. The owned breath. The equivalent of that is Om in the East. I'm using terminology from the North of my ancestors. So that's what that means, the owned breath. I'll let you look more into that yourself, but the breath of life is basically what that is alluding to. Life force, energy. So we're going to work with the throat with the energy of love, and I hope you enjoy. I hope this is helpful. And without any further ado, let's get started together. So allow your eyes to close and begin to notice your natural breath. And we'll start with 3 breaths, just noticing the breath as it is. Now guiding the attention to the base of the spine, and with our attention moving up the spine, making any corrections to the posture, to the back, to alleviate tension, to alleviate pressure, tracing all the way up through the neck and lining the ears with the shoulders to perhaps reduce some tension on the neck itself. Counting 3 breaths. And now bringing your attention to your throat and just beginning to feel the breaths, the physical breaths in the throat as you breathe in and as you breathe out. And now say to yourself, and I actually recommend you say this out loud, that I invite the energy of love into all of my chakras, into every cell of my body. Now we bring attention back to the throat chakra. And as you feel the breath, As you breathe in and out, traveling through the throat, continue to do that and imagine the breath now coming in through the back of the neck, back of the throat, the energy of love as breath. Coming in, filling the throat, and actually imagine that traveling up as you pull that breath of love in through the back of the throat, traveling up, filling your cranial cavity around the third eye, and then and imagine that breath then coming back down, exiting the nostrils, and back through the throat. As Lady Madeline joins us. So breathing in the breath through the back of the throat, the breath of love, the energy of love. Imagine that breath traveling up, filling your third eye area. And then imagine that breath now as you breathe out, coming back down through the nostrils and back through the throat, purifying, cleansing, and clearing. So once again, that technique, breathing in love, imagining that entering the throat chakra through the back of the neck, traveling up to the third eye, and back down as you breathe out, as the breath exits the nostrils, imagining that coming back down through the throat chakra. And let's count the next 3 of those breaths. And as you breathe in through the back of the throat chakra, see if you can feel the throat expand. And notice what happens when you breathe in and up through the third eye and back down into and through the throat. And allow the energy of love to let your throat expand, to be cleansed, cleared. And many people see blue, shades of blue, blue-green begin to manifest and enliven in the throat chakra area. And count another 3 breaths, continuing to breathe in this way with this technique. Another 3 breaths. And allow your throat to open by tilting your head back as you continue with this technique of breathing. Breathing up into the third eye, through the throat, breathing down, back into the throat. And as you open your throat, let your head sort of rock back and forth. Let your head come back, opening the throat as you breathe up. As you breathe down, let your head gently bow forward. Pushing those energies back down through the throat and actually into the heart. Just a very gentle motion. Take your time with that. Or you can experiment with just leaving the head back a bit, just allowing the throat to be open. Whatever feels good. And as you breathe, hear this. I speak my thought. My thought is power of solar fire. My spoken word is word of light and life. The affirmation of I am. The power of owned. Let's count another 3 breaths. And let's count 3 more breaths. And 3 more breaths with your throat. And now slowly, taking your time but beginning to allow your eyes to open, keeping a soft gaze at first. Don't focus too quickly. And begin to allow your eyes to slowly wander the environment. Looking at different objects. nicely done. I hope this has been helpful. As always, see if you can take something of this with you, something that stood out, whether it was a movement in the meditation, perhaps remembering to open your throat up sometimes, maybe the head moving back and forward, maybe it was a breath technique, a feeling in the body, something healthy, positive that stood out to you that you can call forth in your day, in any situation, ideally. To perhaps remember to speak your voice, remember the connection to the solar plexus, the solar fire, as the verse alluded to. And that is reflective of an even greater solar fire that we are all connected to. And I hope that you become more connected with as you remove the impediments to that, your beliefs that don't serve you, blockages that don't serve you, and any interference that doesn't serve you or that is interfering. I hope that clears for you. And please leave a like, subscribe, and if you're in need of assistance with any of these matters, you can visit my website and book a session with me online for any manner of related issues. Hope you have a wonderful day. Thanks again. We'll see you soon. Skol.